All right. So here's today's topic. We're talking about three types of breaks here. We're talking about the regular types of breaks from routine at work, like for lunch. Now, I understand in the US, lunch is often between 12 p.m. and 1 p.m. We'll also talk about annual paid vacation. So that's 10 to 14 days after 1 year in the job in the US, I think. And career breaks. Now, career breaks is a newer concept. So, after working for a number of years, a person can request extended time off or a sabbatical. So that's what we mean by sabbaticals here. Mm. So let me ask Yogurton, how long are lunch breaks in your country?
Um, where am I am living now. It's depend if there is a union or not.
Mm.
So before, when I worked in private company, it was half hour
Uh-huh.
for lunch break. But now I am working with a public school, so I have 1 hour break.
I see. And the country you're living in now, do people get enough paid vacation days per year?
Usually they have, like USA, 2 weeks vacation, 2 weeks paid vacation. But if you have a union, it can go to 4 weeks.
Oh gosh. And how common are sabbaticals or career breaks in your country? What do people use the time for?
Um, so usually the people in private company, they don't take sabbatical breaks, but if you have union, so in the convention, usually after 5 years or 7 years, you have a right to take 1 year
Uh,
sabbatical, a break. So did I answer the question or?
yeah, no,
Okay.
that's well answered. Thank you very much, Yogata. Now, we're going to hear some short dialogues. You're going to hear four short dialogues. Um, A to D. And you need to select the main topic of the conversation for each one. Okay, so you need to click one circle per dialogue. Yeah. At the end of the recording, I'll ask you to submit the answers. Mm. So here is the task into the chat. Please click on the link, Yogurton. Give me the thumbs up if you can to confirm you received it. Thank you. Also, is it possible to turn on your camera so we can see your face? If you can't, there's no
I,
problem. But if possible, it would be nice
I
to.
think I
Yeah.
don't understand why it's not
Okay.
working,
Yeah. If it's not possible, don't worry. I think you have to.
but
I think you have to do it when you enter Zoom. Yeah, you have to check the settings. No
okay.
worries. No worries. Let's continue like this. Um, so now I'm going to play the audio, and you've got to choose what is the best topic. What is the main topic of conversation for each one? Okay. Let's play. Here we go.
Dialogue A. Hi, Sammy. Where were you yesterday? You missed the meeting.
Didn't anyone tell you? I took the day off. I thought it was about time I used up some of my annual leave allowance. What about you? Did you remember to book time off for your next holiday?
No, I didn't. Thanks for reminding me. The deadline for reserving it is next week. Dialogue B.
It's nearly 1 p.m. We've been working hard all morning. Do you prefer taking an early or a late lunch break?
Really? So late? I'm starving. Let's eat now. Do you fancy trying that new sandwich bar near the bank? Dialogue C. So you must be Martha, the new personal assistant who's replaced Sheila.
Yes, that's me. I was wondering what happened to Sheila?
She stopped working when she injured her back. Dialogue D. What is one decision you regret making in your career?
Most definitely leaving school at 16 and not taking that accountancy course.
Right. Don't worry if you didn't get all the answers. Just make a guess because you're going to have a second chance to listen, Yogurton. All right. Uh, so just choose your answers and
I
submit.
I submitted already.
Okay, let's check. So first one was yes, planning vacation time is correct. Second one was taking a short break, inquiring about a former colleague, and at a job interview. 100% correct. Well done. Now, we're going to listen again, uh, but I want you to choose the correct verb form for the gap. All right. Uh, so you'll you can see that the script, you've got the audio script here, and you've got to choose, is it with infinitive or gerund that goes in each case? Yeah. So I'm going to share with you the Google Doc into the chat now. Get it? You got it? Give me the thumbs up if you have. Okay, I'll play the audio again so you can listen and make your choice. No problems?
No problems.
Okay, let's play it.
Dialogue A. Hi, Sammy. Where were you yesterday? You missed the meeting.
Didn't anyone tell you? I took the day off. I thought it was about time I used up some of my annual leave allowance. What about you? Did you remember to book time off for your next holiday?
No, I didn't. Thanks for reminding me. The deadline for reserving it is next week. Dialogue B.
It's nearly 1 p.m. We've been working hard all morning. Do you prefer taking an early or a late lunch break?
Really? So late? I'm starving. Let's eat now. Do you fancy trying that new sandwich bar near the bank? Dialogue C. So you must be Martha, the new personal assistant who's replaced Sheila.
Yes, that's me. I was wondering what happened to Sheila?
She stopped working when she injured her back. Dialogue D. What is one decision you regret making in your career?
Most definitely leaving school at 16 and not taking that accountancy course.
Sorry.
All right. So, welcome, Daniel. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Andres. Morning.
Okay. You kind of missed the intro listening, but I can share it with you, the text. It's kind of short. Daniel, let me share the link with you. So, Jurgen, please submit your answers.
I did it.
Great. There we go. So, Daniel, where the topic is taking breaks from work,
Okay.
and we're going to be looking at intensive, gerund and infinitive.
Okay.
You might have done this lesson before, but it's good revision for you. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Please submit your answer and let's check. Yeah. So the first one was. Yes, remember to book was the answer that we heard in the audio, right? The next one was prefer taking. Yeah, prefer taking. Number dialogue C was stopped working. Regret making. Yeah, those are all the correct ones. Now, you're probably wondering, what are the rules regarding these gerunds and infinitives? Okay. I'm going to pop the script into the chat so you still have access to it when we move off this. Here's the audio script. There we go. Everyone's got the audio script. So I'm going to give you a task to do. We're going to do a little bit of analysis. You're going to work in pairs. And I'd like you to decide in which pair of sentences is there little or no changing meaning of the verbs in bold before the use of the ing form and infinitive form. And then I'd like you to discuss the changing meaning of the verbs in the other four pairs. Yeah? Just remove that and put it down somewhere else. Yeah. Okay, so this is the task for you, Jurgen and Daniel. Look at these pairs of sentences and decide which one is there little or no change in meaning, and what is the effect in the change in meaning in the other four pairs. Please click on the link. Okay, I'll leave this on the screen, but I'm going to disappear, and I'd like you guys to consider there's one pair of sentences in which there's little or no change in meaning of the verbs in bold before the use of ing and infinitive. Which one is it? Okay.
Okay. Daniel, are you here?
Yep.
Okay, so the two first sentences. I remember spending my year off in Australia. It was so much fun. The B, did you remember to book time off for your next holiday? So
Mm-hmm.
which sentence is there little or no change in meaning of the verb in bold before the use of the ing form and infinitive form?
Okay.
I remember
Mm,
spending. Remember to book. I remember spending. Did you remember to book time? Did you understand the question, Daniel?
yes. Um, Maybe I remember spending my year means I was trying. What I'm trying to say is that remember to book is an kind of obligation or remember to book a task, right? And I remember spending it's something maybe that you do for for leisure, you know. So the meaning it changes a little. Mhm.
So do you want to say that remember to book it's an action
In
verb,
action,
so
uh-huh.
action, and remember spend the time, or so it's kind of stative verb, it's not action verb. So I think remember spending is a little or no change.
Uh-huh.
What do you think?
Yes, a little change, right?
Do you agree? I am supposing. I am not sure.
Okay,
Okay,
okay.
we go to the second.
Okay, I'm gonna put you out of your misery. So, which pair is there where there's very little change in meaning? Is it 1A, 1,
So
2,
with
3,
so
4, or
with
5?
okay, so we compare the fourth sentence, the
Yeah, yeah,
fifth, five sentences.
yeah.
Okay, not the two ones. Okay.
Hmm. So the
Uh,
second one, I prefer working, stopped working with the ing. It's something that you have to do. Um, no. Mm, 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 mm.
so if I understand, we compare the five
The
sentences.
5 pairs of sentences, yeah.
The
And there's one,
five pair. Okay.
there's one in which there's very little difference in meaning between the
Ah,
two sentences. Yeah.
okay.
Which one is it? Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? Just take a guess at this point. Okay, I'm going to give you the answer. It's number
The
3.
three.
3.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, here's the explanation. Oh, sorry. It's a mistake. So some verbs can be followed by either the ing form or the infinitive form with little or no change in meaning. Examples are like, hate, love, prefer. Yeah. So I prefer working on my own. I prefer to work on my own. So that's the reason. Number 3 is very little change. Now, in the other ones, some verbs can be followed by either form, but the meaning changes. Yeah. So examples are remember, forget, go on, stop, and regret. Yeah. So in number 1, 2, 4, and 5, there's a change in meaning between the two, whether it's infinitive or gerund. Does that make sense? Or
Yeah. So, and the difference between the kind of this verb, so like, hate, love, prefer, they are stative verbs, so they are not action transitive verbs.
right,
So,
yes, that's a good observation. Yes, yeah. However, it doesn't. It's not a completely trustworthy rule because remember, forget are also cognitive, right? Yeah, it's to do with the it's to do with the verb form, really. Let's have a look at this table. All right. What you have to do is complete the table with the sentences. So in number 1A, we're using remember and forget to talk about memories. Yeah. Yeah. So remember spending my year off. But number 1B is to talk about necessary actions. Yeah. Did you remember to book for your next holiday? Was that something necessary and urgent,
Mm-hmm.
Danielle?
Yes.
Yes, it was, wasn't it? Yeah.
Yes.
As we heard in the dialogue, yeah, between the two people. Yeah. Did you remember to book time off? Look in the dialogue if you need some more context. Yeah. Now, can you try and complete the table, guys? Work together. So
okay.
you
So to talk about continuing action, I think it's the first. They went on working. So it's continuing action in the second sentence.
Mm-hmm.
So
So
one
it should be
1A,
2
2A.
2A. Okay.
To talk about a change in action,
To
do you
ch-
prefer to take? No, what is it?
2B.
So they went on to open. Okay, to be.
2B. Okay, and then the next
Stop.
one, stop.
To talk about an action which end.
Okay. Um, stopped working. Stopped working for A. And
Okay.
to talk about the reasons for stopping, uh-huh, stopped to take a year off.
I think
Or
it's the first one. For A, it's the reason. Stop working. Why? When she injured her back.
so to talk about an action which ended, you think it's for B? Stopped to take?
Stop to take off. Yeah, off from her job.
Okay,
It's. I
all
think
right.
it's for B. Is it?
Um,
We suppose.
all right. And regret. To
Six.
express,
Yeah, go ahead then.
to express you feel sorry about something you did. Express something. Express sorry about. Um,
So you regret. Express something that you are regretting, that you
or
are sorry about.
feels, yeah.
So I think the A, because I regret leaving school. It's kind of okay at 16 and not spending longer at school. And for thinking to introduce bad news, I regret to inform you. Yeah, it's introducing bad news. So 5B, it's
To introduce bad news. Yes.
yeah, and 5A, it's regretting that she left school at 16 years old.
Okay. I regret leaving school. Yeah. Alrighty. Yep. Mm-hmm.
That's good. So just to give you quick feedback, yes. To talk about continue in actions is yes, go on plus the ing. To talk about change would be to go on plus infinitive. Stop. Talk about an action which ended. That would be for A. So you're not quite right there. Whereas B would be the stop talking about the reason for stopping. Yeah. Why did she stop to take a year off from her job? Right? That was like the reason. And regret is to express you feel sorry about something you did, is correct, yes. To introduce bad news is B, yeah. Yeah, I regret leaving school, so that's feeling sorry. And that is to introduce bad news. I regret to inform you. Great.
In that case, to inform bad news, we always say to inform you.
Yes,
Inform.
yeah, it doesn't have to be informed, but it could be something else, like a different verb, like I regret to tell you.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's still bad news, yeah?
Yeah. Okay.
Well, yeah, whereas if it's ing, it's you're expressing that you're sorry.
Sorry.
Now,
Mm-hmm.
let's have a look at some rules of form. You can do this together again, but here's an example. When a verb follows a preposition it is connected with, it always takes the ing rather than the infinitive. So example there would be example B. Yeah? So I'm keen on traveling. Keen on means you're enthusiastic about something. Can you match the other ones, guys? You can use colors.
Okay. Okay.
Match the rules from form 1 to 4. Okay, with examples.
Okay. So second, identify the sentence with the negative form on the gerund. Example, so A, C, or D. So negative form with gerund. It's
Okay.
A. So we'll write, okay.
Let's see. Letter A. He'll regret not taking.
Yeah.
So it follows the verb, negative form, and ing. So it's supposed to be the number 2.
Number 2?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Identify the sentence with the negative form of the gerund, not taking.
Okay.
Yep. 2 and A. Thank you. Letter C. He has agreed to come to the office and do psychometric test. Agreed. She refused to answer. Okay. Okay. Certain verbs are followed by the infinitive with to.
So it's
You
D?
written? For, and C.
Okay.
Are you coloring them?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Did you see? Okay.
Yes, yes.
No problem.
Okay.
See.
And the last one. Agreed to come. Uh-huh. Three,
What,
3C.
what I did. Uh, did I miss answer
Um,
or
no, I think it's right, but the color blue, it should be 3C.
did you see?
And
It,
it's,
certain verb are followed by the gerund. Gerund it's ing form. So
uh-huh,
he
Right.
agreed to come,
yeah.
refused to answer it. There is no ing. ing form it's admitted leaving.
Mm-hmm.
The gerund is leaving. Admitted it's the verb that is usually followed by ing form.
Okay.
But yeah, I think it's you've got it right. The color code is correct. Yeah. So the negative form of the gerund, the example there is A, regret not taking. Certain verbs are followed by the gerund, and the pair there is D, admitted leaving, can't stand, staying. Yeah. If you can't stand, does that mean you hate it? You hate something? You
Yes,
find
I
it,
can't.
yes, you find it unbearable, right? And
Uh-huh.
then certain verbs are followed by the infinitive with to, and the examples there are example pair is C. Yeah, he's agreed to come. She refused to answer. Great. Now, how can you remember uh, which are followed by the gerund and which are followed by the infinitive? Well, it's you sometimes you just got to check in a dictionary. Um, And so it's a little bit like memory, isn't it? Yeah, you've just got to try and remember. Um, but there are certain guides, aren't there? Certain verbs can follow both infinitive and gerund. So prefer working, like, hate, love, and prefer. But the other ones, the meaning changes. Now, let's do a little bit of controlled practice, guys. Daniel, you are slide 3, and you are slide 4, Jurgen. I'd like you to underline what is the correct verb to follow. Is it the infinitive or the gerund? Yeah. So you've got to be careful with the meaning of the sentence. So read the sentence carefully and choose whether it's the ing or the infinitive that is the best choice. Can you give me the thumbs up to confirm you have this slide? You're on slide 3, Jurgen.
I
And slide 3, Daniel. Slide 4, Jurgen.
okay, slide 3.
Yeah, you should be able to
Okay.
access it. So just put an underline, right? Is it remember sending or remember to send? Which do you think? To underline, you need to you click on these 3 dots here and choose. Or you can use the highlighter if you prefer.
Okay.
Give you 3 more minutes to work on this. Do it as quickly as you can.
Kind of it.
You're good to know you're having difficulty. Oh yes, it's okay. Yeah, I can see you doing it now. Yeah. What about you, Daniel? Any difficulty with this?
Not because I'm using my phone, so
Oh,
I'm
you're
not.
using your phone. Do you want me to do it for you? Tell me which ones, or you could write your answers in chat.
Yes, I'm
No.
trying to, but hmm, yeah, it's so hard to do it here.
So what do you think it is for number two? Visiting or to visit?
I never forget s- visiting
Yeah,
Singapore for the
right.
first time. After working at our Paris office, I went to running. Uh-huh. I went to
Yeah, it's a change in actions, isn't it? So it needs to be, I think it needs to be infinitive. To be. Yeah, it's a change in action. So the answer needs to be infinitive there.
Mhm. I went to run the office.
What about for?
Or stop. It's stop doing. So it should be um
And she's giving an order, right?
uh-huh
To end the action.
action.
Yeah, so it should be because it's an end of action, isn't it? Huh?
Yes.
Stop doing everything yourself.
So it's a stop doing. Mm-hmm.
And then we've got regret. Is it introducing bad news or is it something you're sorry about?
Um so
I
um
think Yogurton is correct there. Yeah, it's an ing, isn't it? Because after when it's something you're sorry about, it's then ing. Yeah. Remember, if it's the infinitive, then it's telling bad news.
see, I regret
Yeah,
to tell.
yeah.
Okay. I'm sure they'll regret not taking. Mm-hmm.
And then forget. Remember and forget is to talk about. Here, it's about a necessary action, right? So the
Mm-hmm.
answer should there be infinitive because this is something they should have done, but they didn't, right? They forgot to bring. Yeah. Whereas it's not a memory because that would be an ing. Remember spending, right? So it's yes, it's the infinitive.
I'm late.
Yeah.
Okay, I stopped.
You think it's infinitive? Jurgensen thinks it's an infinitive.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Do you agree?
Yes, I agree.
The answer is correct. Yes, it's an infinitive. Yeah. Because stopped, it's like talk about the reason for stopping, so it's an infinitive. Yeah. Yeah. It's like ask yourself, what was the reason they stopped to see a client, right? So we often use infinitives after stop for purpose. What was the purpose of doing it? Now let's listen. And which words does the speaker stress? Okay. So I'd like you to both work on the same slide here, Daniel and Jurgensen.
Okay.
And you're going to hear these same sentences pronounced by me, all right? And you've got to underline the words that are stressed, okay? Can you remember any rules for which words are stressed usually?
Yeah, usually the subject, the verb, the object. We don't stress the prepositions.
That's right. You don't stress prepositions. But it's usually the information words we stress. So main verbs, nouns, adverbs, right? The important information words. Negative auxiliaries. Yeah. So probably didn't is going to be stressed there. Yeah. Because that's a negative auxiliary. Yeah. So you can highlight them or underline them. Yeah. So let's listen and check. Okay. So as you listen, then you can underline them. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'll play it a couple of times.
Sorry, I didn't remember to send you the job description. I'll never forget visiting Singapore for the first time. After working at our Paris office, I went on to run the office in Berlin. Stop doing everything yourself. Learn to delegate.
Play it again.
Sorry, I didn't remember to send you the job description. I'll never forget visiting Singapore for the first time. After working at our Paris office, I went on to run the office in Berlin. Stop doing everything yourself. Learn to delegate.
Right. Let's see how you did. Yeah, I
Done
think
here.
yeah, I think you've highlighted the correct words. Yeah. And here are the answers. The ones in yellow are the ones you wouldn't stress, right? Notice there's also linking between went and run because there's a consonant and a vowel sound. Went on to, right? Daniel, could you please read for us number 1 and number 2 in voz alta, right? Aloud.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Right. It says, sorry, I didn't remember to send you the job description.
Good.
I'll never forget visiting Singapore for the first time.
Good, yes. You stressed the right words. Thank you. And Jurgensen, how about 3 and 4?
Okay. After working at our Paris office, I went to no, I went on I went on to rent the office in Berlin.
Yeah, just notice that went and on links together, right?
Yeah.
Good. And number 4.
Stop doing everything yourself. Learn to delegate.
Great. Daniel, 3 and 4, please.
Okay. After working at our Paris office, I went on to run the office in Berlin.
Right.
Stop doing everything yourself. Learn to delegate.
Good. Yeah, 2 becomes t. Learn to delegate. Yeah.
Learn to delegate.
Yeah. And Jurgensen, could you do 1 and 2 for us?
Okay. Sorry, oh, I didn't remember to send you the job description. I never forget visiting Singapore for the first time.
Great. Good job. Now, we'll do a bit of freer speaking practice. So I'd like Daniel to do slide 6. What we're going to do is complete the questions with the right verb form, either infinitive or gerund. Okay, and these are typical questions that employers ask in an interview, right? And then I'd like you, once we've completed the sentences and we've checked them, I'd like you to discuss together, Jurgen and Daniel, why a job interviewer might ask these questions. What answers do you think a successful candidate would give? So, Jurgen, you are slide 7. I'll give you access to this slide again in case you lost it. There we go. So, choose the correct verb form first and then discuss. You could just change it to, is it stopped to work, or stopped working? You think, Daniel?
Andres, I deleted everything.
You deleted everything by mistake. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Can put it.
Oh my God.
Easy to fix.
Okay, okay.
So what do you think it is? Stopped to work or stopped working?
Um, Stopped working
Yeah.
for a year. What did you do?
Yeah. Why is that? Well, because
It's that the reason
it's an action, talking about an action which ended. Yeah.
I need to answer the why.
Yeah.
Okay. Remember, it's your problem. Yeah.
But remember, it's memories, not it's a memory, not a necessary action. mainly about memories. So the answer there would be dealing. Remember dealing with. Yeah, you've got to think about the context, not just the form. That's correct. Is it doing? Remember, go on to doing, or it's a change, isn't it? There,
Mm.
because that you've got the left school, and then you go on to do.
After school,
Yeah,
you can
go on to do. University degree.
work.
And regret, here it's like something that you feel sorry about. So it should be ing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Regret making. Okay. So, why would a job interviewer ask these questions? What answers do you think a successful candidate would give? Okay, please talk together. I'm going to disappear for a while.
Okay.
Okay. So first question, Daniel. In your CV, it says you stopped working for a year. What did you do?
What answers do you think a successful candidate? Uh,
Um,
what did I do?
maybe maybe you will tell him that you have family emergency, or
No.
it was a substitute position that you took. So it was temporary position.
Instead of, I would say something that you are learning something from, or you are studying. Maybe I went to London. I went to London to take first lesson. That would be the a good answer.
Do you hear me well, Daniel?
And on the first one, you would say you went to London to
To
take.
improve your competence, your
Uh,
skills.
yes.
Okay.
How about the second one? Can you
Do you hear me? Is it my connection, or it's your connection? So there is interruption, I think.
Oh yeah, you cannot hear me clear?
There is a little bit interruption, but
Oh,
okay. So you are saying that you will tell them that you went to London to improve your competence. For this reason, you stopped working with the company.
yeah, for a year. I went to London to take English lessons,
Okay.
improve my listening, my skills.
So for me, to justify the breaks, I will tell them that I will lie maybe, or so I will tell them that it was a temporary position, and that I took to not um, affect their decisions.
Okay.
Okay, so the second one, can you remember dealing with a major problem at work? How did you solve it? Mm,
Yeah,
yeah,
should, the answer would be similar, like similar. like if you were a hero, or maybe trying to deal with uh, bad feelings such as angry, uh, anxious, anxiety, right?
Can you remember dealing with a major problem at work? If
Uh,
in my case, so if I remember well, so um, it was I was working in a warehouse and we received chemicals waste. So there were so the driver of the forklift uh, wasn't very he wasn't concentrated on his task and he hit a barrel of chemicals. I think it was acids and it spread all over the ground. So and we we put absorbent on it and
so you would describe everything you did in that question.
I think so.
Okay.
What did you do in how did you deal with the major problem at work? So we did absorbent, we did sponges on the dangerous liquid, and we write reports, safety reports, and the responsible of the safety, health and safety take actions to not repeat this kind of accident by he spoke with the driver and he pushed him to repeat his forklift license. So that's it.
Okay. Yeah, that's okay. Uh,
Third one, after you, do you have other ideas about the second one or?
no, that's okay. Uh,
Okay. The third one, after you left school, why didn't you go on to
to do
do
the
a
first.
university degree?
Maybe you should give a reason why you went to London, or maybe why didn't you go to do a university degree? Because maybe you went to somewhere, or you are trying to do a degree.
Maybe I will tell him if it was me, um I will tell them that uh financially my family wasn't well and I was obliged to leave studies and worked at during my school and it wasn't easy for me to follow classes and
Yes,
and
maybe I.
even this I followed um, training, 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 temporary training in industry. That's my point of view. Well, that's my idea. You agree, Daniel?
Yeah, yeah, that's okay. Or
Okay.
maybe if they are telling you why after school, why didn't you go on to do university? I would say, sorry, because I'm poor and I
So
have money to do a university degree.
or you will tell him that you didn't want high level studies because with professional diploma you can find easily job. So there is more works on the market with
Yeah.
less valued diplomas like technician, for example, than the high diplomas like PhD or master or kind of baccalaureate, maybe.
Yeah. Uh,
Uh, bachelor,
the
baccalaureate.
last one is what what is one decision you regret making in your career?
What is one decision you regret making in your career? Go ahead.
Decision you regret. Uh, maybe choosing two careers at the same time, or maybe
Okay. For me, maybe um I studied I lost year studying Italian instead to study Spanish, for example, or English. So it
Mhm.
was a loss of time for me.
Yes, yeah, that's okay. That's a better answer. I regret getting married, maybe. Uh,
Are you still? Okay, I think we'll finish the questions.
yes, we're done.
Good job. Any words or expressions you had difficulty with? Just a reminder that bachelor's degree is what we often call in Mexico City a licenciatura. Although a licenciatura usually has more of a vocational focus. Yeah. And baccalaureate. Uh, there's an international baccalaureate called the IB, and that's often like it's like a high school. It's more like an advanced high school diploma. That So if you go to an international school, you take the IB, and then you can go to it lets you go to universities. They use it for university entrance. Uh, just remember degree. It's sometimes we confuse it with career in Mexico, Spanish speaking world. Any other questions? But I thought you were using the infinitive and the gerund pretty accurately there, guys. Well done. Congratulations. Uh, what might the first one be? The interviewer in number one wants to know whether the time you were not working was spent usefully or not wasted. So yeah, perhaps I think you said it was something personal or important, like a family member being sick. You had to stop to look after them, right? You stopped working to look after the person. Uh, So yeah, it would be important to be honest. If you took time off to travel, it would be a good idea to say what you learned and what experiences you had if you took a sabbatical, for example. Hmm? Good. Thank you very much for participating, guys. That is the end of the class. So next week, we'll do some reading and listening lessons with you. So please come along to that. Hope to see you next week.
Thank you.
Thank
See you.
you.
Bye.
Brilliant. Thanks for coming. Thanks, Daniel. See you next week, I hope. You can stay around, but just going to do feedback on this. All right. Now, hope you enjoyed the lesson. Looks like you didn't actually make any comments, but that's all right. We can have a look at the comments now, or you could just write in something in there.
I wrote in my own paper here. I didn't know we were supposed to do it right now.
No, it's not so formal, yeah. But if you want to, you can write in there. It's
Hi,
really just to get
Andrew.
it's just really to get you used to using these tools, right? Like Google Docs, right? So you can see what the purpose of using them is. You know, the idea is that it's collaborative. Um, so what did you think of our students? Do you think they were advanced level students? I know Daniel's still here, he's probably listening, but it doesn't matter.
I thought they were intermediate students.
No, they're advanced.
Oh,
Yeah, I would say. I was gonna say upper intermediate to advanced
Yeah, I
because
would say
yeah.
B1, B2 plus going into advanced, yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, they've you didn't really get a sense of it, but I mean, they are pretty good. So I would say, yeah, B2 plus going into advanced. Early advanced, perhaps. Was the language what was the purpose of the lesson? Was it language or was it skills? So when we're talking about language, we mean things like grammar, uh, lexis, discourse. When we're talking about skills, we mean reading, writing, speaking, listening. Was it mainly a skills lesson or was it mainly a language lesson?
language.
Yeah, it was a language systems lesson.
Language. Yeah.
Lesson, yeah. So grammar, particularly. Do you know anything about the lesson framework that was used here?
What is a framework? Sorry.
This is what you're going to learn on CELTA frameworks. It's like a shape. It's a bit of a like a lesson formula. So for reading and listening lessons, next week you'll see that we use the pre, while, and post framework. All right. But do you know anything about the framework we use for grammar and lexis lessons?
Is it related to the leading and then um, feedback and
All
all
right, all
that
right. Well,
type of
those are
stuff?
the stages, but what's the
Mm.
framework? You probably don't know this yet, so don't worry. It's the text-based framework, right? And it's a variant of if you know anything about teaching already, it's a variant of presentation, practice, production. And we often use that for grammar and vocabulary type lessons. Were there any language items taught? And what were they?
Yes, infinitive and gerunds.
Yes. Was meaning, form, and pronunciation covered systematically?
Yes.
I would say yes.
Yes, at the time they were reading all the exercises.
Right. Well, yes. This was mainly the meaning, the form part, right? The table was the meaning because we're talking about rules of use, how we use these patterns, and the rules of form were here, and then the pronunciation was here, wasn't it? Yeah, up here somewhere. There we are. It's related to the stress. Was it time efficient?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it was.
Possibly a bit slow, but that's a necessary part of it because the students need to think carefully about the differences. Valeria.
I have a question about time because I noticed that on the first exercise they were having trouble understanding what they had to do. And so you waited for a while, and then when you saw they weren't going to resolve the exercise by themselves, you gave them the answer. So I was wondering if that was because you were considering time or just because you wanted to advance on the lesson.
Yeah, partly both. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. I think the main thing was that they read and understand and understood the pairs of sentences, right? Sometimes it's not clear to them until the rule is presented. Yeah, but at least they're applying their minds to the issue, right? Was it the language presentation, was it teacher or learner centered?
Learner-centered.
Okay. Glad to hear that.
Teacher-centered would have been if you were like making less like showing them on the board
Yeah.
the rules and presenting it as a presentation on your own,
Yes.
right?
Yes. Yes. Well, what I wanted to do was I was trying to use the guided discovery approach. Right. So guiding them through the process by giving them tasks and studying examples and trying to work out the rules from those examples. Was the language practice or skills work meaningful? Why or why not?
Yes, I think it was meaningful because of the guided discovery approach.
Okay.
I
But
liked it. I liked it as well when they were correcting each other about the exercises. That is a good activity as well for them.
uh-huh. Yeah, well, the practice part was here. This was like the controlled practice. Yeah, I had to figure out which was the right one, infinitive or gerund, and then the freer or more open practice, which is supposed to be more meaningful, because it allows more fluency and it's more personalized. That would be the practice stages. Was there any evidence of learning? Do you think they became more accurate with their use of the infinitive and gerund after these verbs?
Yes, definitely. There's a difference from the first exercise to the last one. It was clear that they were understanding the difference between the gerund and the infinitive.
Did the teacher follow only procedures or did he respond to learners' needs?
I think that you intervened in a particular way when you saw some trouble they were having. So I'd say that you didn't only follow procedures.
Uh-huh. Thank you.
Sorry, Andrew. I
Yeah.
think Danielle is asking whether the lesson is finished.
Yeah, we're done, Danielle.
Okay, Andre.
See you next week.
Next week. See you all. Thank you.
Yeah, for more reading and listening lessons next week.
Okay. Thank you, Andrew.
Thank you. And any comments on feedback, monitoring, classroom management?
I think it was very good, like the way you used the Google Docs and that they could like have each one their own slides and to use the different colors. And I mean, it's good because it's like online. Each one of them has like a slide, so it's good.
Okay.
Yes, I found it particularly useful because the demos that we saw in units 1 and 4, it was it wasn't online, it was a present class. So monitoring and work in pairs was very different from what you did right here. And so it's useful to see what tools you use and how you use them.
Great. Right, I'll leave you these questions. You can answer them in your own time. Now, I'd like you to go ahead and register these observations, or this observation, in your CELTA 5. So turn to page 10 of your CELTA 5, and here is, I'll share with you the link directly, so you can just go in there and amend it. In man, here is yours. Two students put today's date, the length of the lesson, level was advanced, 2 grammar, and my signature, AJW. Daniela, here is Daniela Rossana. Is that what you prefer to be called? Rossana, not Daniela?
Yes, that's right, Rosanna. There are too many Danielas, so I prefer that.
Okay, there you go then. It's Valeria, right? Rather than Maria.
Right, yes.
Okay. Tomas.
Yeah.
All right. Why don't we take a very short break? After the break, we'll come back and learn about some of these tools for delivering lessons. So you can start next week. So everyone can now write on that, right? And it's this interactivity that we're interested in. right? The fact that you can see what the students are doing, you can monitor what they're writing. Yeah, we can check that everyone's participating. I can only see one person so far, Anonymous Hippo. Can everyone please enter and write on there? Iman, I want you to go in and click on the link in the chat. Tomas, Valeria, Rosanna. I want to see
Yeah,
everyone inside. There's one person
think
that hasn't entered yet. Who is it? Is
I
it you,
think I'm anonymous
Rosanna?
hippo.
No, I mean,
You're in. What about you,
yeah.
Iman? Are you writing on there?
Here in the table.
Are you writing on the Google Doc that you can see on the screen? To do that,
No.
you have to go in the link in the chat, Iman. Look in the link
Okay.
in the chat. You click on the link, and that takes you to
Yes.
the Google Doc. But there's still one person that's not participating. Who is it? And you need to be insistent that people do participate, yeah?
Mm.
Otherwise, the lesson is just a one-way street. It needs to be interactive. Iman,
Why?
Yes. I try to go to the link, but they need the password. I don't know. Maybe I don't have an account here or what.
there's no password. Which country are you in?
Saudi Arabia.
Do they have restrictions on the use of Google in Saudi Arabia?
I don't know. Maybe there's something on
But
my laptop. Sometimes I can't access some links or.
I think you just entered because then there were 4 people in the room. Yeah, so I think you need to research this, Iman, because you're going to need to use these tools in your teaching practices.
Okay, I'll try again.
Click on the link. If you have a Google account, it might help as well. But yeah, set up a Gmail account. Okay, so that's Google Docs. It's like a basic version of very basic version of Microsoft Word, isn't it? And I used it today for this in the actual lesson. It was for this meaning and form presentation here. Yeah. Just make sure the sharing is set before the lesson. Keep all your links in one place. I had them all on my notes pad. I've got an iMac. I have all mine on saved, ready to go. Yeah. Ready for the lesson. Consider organizing your links that way. Okay, so that was docs. Good for writing, table completion, and so on. What about forms? What do we use forms for?
For exercises, you can have the questions there, make the students answer them.
Yeah, it's like a survey creator, isn't it?
To do exams?
Well, yeah, like survey questionnaires. I guess you could use it for an exam, but you're not going to really need it for an exam for CELTA. So today's example was we had a little listening task, didn't we?
Yep.
Yep.
And this was it. This was the example. So you'll find them useful for reading and listening lessons, particular Google Forms. Okay, let me just show you. This was an example of today's Google form. So they had to listen and choose what was the topic of each dialogue. Get the students to submit, make their choice as they're listening. Make sure you share the task before they start listening. Then play the audio. When it's done, get them to submit, and then you can check the responses. It gives you good feedback on how well the students did, and they got 100% right. Maybe if they got one wrong, then you could just pause and try and figure out, ask the students what they found difficult about that. Yeah. So that's Google Forms. These are easy to lose, the forms, so make sure you've got your forms safe, your links. How do you save the link? Well, you see this button here at the top, responder, copy responder link. You shorten the URL so it's not really long. The longer it is, the more chances it will get damaged, and then you'll lose your link to the form. Okay, so that is the click on the link. Students have access to it. Yeah. You can put text and images in there. It's another advantage of forms. You could have the whole like I had the whole audio script ready there. In my Google form for the second activity. Yeah. So I made a copy of the audio script, and it's easy to embed it into the Google form at the top there. Yeah. Use these 3 image options, and then you can put an image in there quite easily. There are different types of questions you can ask. There can be multiple choice, checkboxes, short answers, paragraphs they can write. Choice is yours. Lots of different types of questions you can set. That makes them very flexible for reading or listening lessons. Yeah, so you're going to need these for your first 2 teaching practices, Google Forms. Yeah. So get experimenting. Yeah. You're going to need to use them. That's Google Forms. The other useful one is slides. Do you know what the Microsoft equivalent of slides is?
PowerPoint.
PowerPoint.
Yeah, PowerPoint. Today's activity using slides was this one. Please click on the link there. And you can use it as a conventional PowerPoint slide like this, as you might use for a PowerPoint, but you can also give students access to it and have the students like manipulate slides for a practice activity. And they can write on there, they can underline. So, Eman, I'm going to give Eman and Thomas access to slide 3. See if you can change the underlining. That's Valeria and Rosanna. Rosanna, you might not be able to, but you could try.
I
Let's
have to
see.
create an account. For me, I have to create a new account for all these links.
All right, well, create a Gmail account then. See if that's possible.
You said you gave Rosanna and me access to which slide?
Eman and Thomas are 3, Valeria and Rosanna are 4.
4. Okay.
Eman, if this is going to be a problem, I think you need to maybe ask your colleagues in Saudi Arabia, are there restrictions on the use of Google?
Okay.
I don't think there are because I think people from the Middle East can use Google okay. But it's probably a good idea to create a Google Mail account, right? Then you'll be able
Okay.
to create your own.
Okay.
Do you have a Google Mail account already? Let's check. You do. You have a Gmail account. I can see.
Yes, I have a Gmail account,
Yeah, there it
but
is.
I don't know why for these 3 links that I can't access, I need to create account. So I will see where is the problem. Maybe there is something in my laptop. Sometimes some strange links that really I can't access
Okay.
a website.
I can't find the highlight option.
Click on the 3 dots where it says more.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
And then you can either underline or highlight. With that, you should be able to highlight.
Okay.
Yeah. So I can actually see you making these changes. It's a good way of monitoring the student's progress. You know, if one student doesn't seem to be doing anything, you can ask them what problems they're having.
How do you give access to the students?
You see the share lozenge at the top. It's a light blue button. Okay. You need to change it. The default is viewer. It's always going to be viewer, right? But before the lesson, you need to change it to editor. Yeah. It just wastes time in the class if you're constantly changing the access. So make sure it's editor. On your link that you share in the chat, make sure that's set before the lesson because it will just speed things up in the lesson. Yeah. These lessons are only 45 minutes long, so you can't afford to be like fiddling around with technical issues in the lesson. They need to be solved before the lesson. Yeah. So it's a very useful tool. I mean, you can get the students to write whole paragraphs, even short texts on these slides. So it's good for writing tools as well. So those are the basic 3. And I can see that you're actually able to do that. So monitoring becomes easier. if you have them writing on paper at home, the problem is you can't see what they're writing. You know, even if they show it right up to the camera. I mean, you might be able to see it, but then you can't actually give any correction on it. But if they've actually writing on these slides, then you can also make changes in their text for them right in front of them. And they really appreciate that sort of live experience, right? No. Other thing you might want to consider using is interactive whiteboard. This whiteboard that comes with Zoom is okay, but it has its limitations. It's difficult to save, difficult to prepare before the class because you don't have access to Zoom as a host. So there are different interactive whiteboard tools that you could use. You could consider FigJam. You could consider Miro. You can consider Canva. And these give a nice dynamic feel to the class that involves movement. So I'm going to show you an example of a interactive whiteboard tool and in the process provide an activity for next week. Give you an idea of an activity that you could use for next week's interactive, your getting to know you activity next week. So please click on the link to this whiteboard. And let's have a look at it. And let's start with this introductory activity here. You can see 5 pieces of information about me, right? I've deliberately made them a little bit, what's the word? Kind of opaque, so that you have to ask questions to me to figure out what the significance of this information is for me. There were a couple of clues in that first email that I sent to you. Can you guess what 19 might mean?
Maybe it's the age of a daughter or a son.
Good guess. Yes, that's how old my son is. There we are. So I can remove this sticky note. There he is. My rather surly teenager. 22 years. What could that be?
The age you were when you started teaching English?
Not far off, but not the case, actually.
Or maybe living in Mexico.
No, it's actually been longer than that.
When you had your son? I didn't do the maths.
When you got married?
Yeah, how long have you been married? Would be the question, right? That you would elicit then. How long have you been married? Yeah, another one.
Yes, about the
Two.
bits. How
Number
many
of
bits?
pets. How many pets have you
Yeah,
got?
how many
Yes.
bits do you have?
Yeah, we got a cat and a dog, and they fight for the possession of this stool in the middle of the room here. Two.
How many certificates have you got relating to teaching English or like that?
Okay, but why would I be standing in front of a Mexican flag?
Number of countries you've lived in?
No, it's been more than that.
How many
Degree?
citizenships?
No,
Passports.
well, passports is closer, yes. It's like how many nationalities do you have?
Nationalities.
Two
Yeah.
nationalities. Okay.
So yes, I've got a Mexican nationality and a British nationality, yeah. And that's me in front of the foreign ministry in Mexico City getting my naturalization letter to be a Mexican citizen. And 2015 was when I got my master's in education. Okay, so that's you could do something like that for your getting to know you activity next week. Using you could try using one of these whiteboard tools. You know, it's a bit fiddly, this whiteboard. It only gives you like 3 free whiteboard with it, unless you want to pay, right? And I wouldn't necessarily recommend you buying the subscription yet, right? If you really like it, maybe after CELTA, then you could get the subscription, but I will be cautious, right? So what you have to do is you keep all your reserve of whiteboards in the drafts, yeah, and then when you're ready, then you move it into the team where it says team project, yeah, and that means it's ready to, it's activated and it's ready to use, and then you just have to share it using that link, you know, press the share button. You change it to edit. Anyone can edit. You copy the link and then you put it into the chat. Yeah. It's always the same process, isn't it? Create the link, make sure everyone has edit settings. If you don't change it to edit, no one will be able to move anything, yeah? Okay. So you could do something like that activity for next week, but use your own photos, but maybe not. Don't expect the students to have to use photos because it'd be too fiddly and difficult. Yeah, just give them sticky notes and they can write on pieces of information. Now the other activity is STAR, and I included that in the that mailing I sent to you, and there was it was called Getting to Know You Activities was the document, and it explains how to do this STAR activity. Yeah, so have a look at that if you want to do STAR next week. But it's probably a good idea if we all do different activities, otherwise it could get a bit boring and repetitive. So I'd recommend that you all be in contact with each other via WhatsApp and you decide, tell each other what activity you're going to do next week, right? If you're not the one that's doing STAR, well, you can find an activity from Fun Class Activities by Peter Watkin Jones and try and adapt it to the online situation. Yeah, you can find that on the CELTA library. Here's a CELTA library. It's called Fun Class Activities. How do you find the link to the CELTA library? Well, if you go into the Cambridge English platform, Cambridge Teachers, you go into additional resources, and there's the library. Yeah? CELTA library. And it's MISC, miscellaneous. Yeah. So you can find something from there. But as I said, it's a good idea to coordinate with your group. Anyway, let's look at how we set up the STAR activity. This was originally designed for the physical classroom. So that's why it says draw a 5-pointed star on the board, and on each point write a piece of information about yourself. Now for online, you can shortcut this and have stars ready prepared so that students are not spending time like drawing the stars. It's just a waste of time. So you choose categories of information, like where you're going next on holiday, the last film you saw, your favorite food, something that makes you angry, a sport you like. Now ask everyone to draw their own star and write where they're next going on holiday. But as I said, shortcut that by having the stars ready. They stand up and mingle, responding with questions or me too, etc. In feedback, you can simply ask if anyone heard anything that surprised them or found anything in common. All right. Mingle. How would you do that online? Well, you get the students to put them in breakout rooms if it's a largest group, and then they can talk in their groups in the breakout rooms. So how about I get each of you to write on the stars. You've got the link. See if you can manipulate. Click on the X's. Choose the select tool at the bottom there. Click on the X and then you can write on there. Let's change it to Rosanna. She prefers that name.
Thank you.
Iman. Valeria. Thomas. Thomas looks like he's in there. Can you click on the X's, Thomas, and write your information in there? Click on the X. That's
Yeah,
it.
there we go.
That's it. Right on there now.
Good.
So I registered, so that's what took me so long. Where am I?
So next week you can do any activity you want. It's really just opportunity to try out these tools, get to know the students.
Yes, excuse me.
Yeah.
Where can I find the access? How can I go to the star on the right?
Did you click on the link?
On the chat, yeah?
You've got to click on the link that's in the chat. That's the first step always, yeah?
Okay. You send it for everyone or?
I sent it in the chat, so let me put it in.
Yeah,
I'll send it directly to you as well if you wish. Here we are. Look in the chat.
same problem that I need to create an account.
Okay.
It
Okay,
happened to me as
okay.
well. I had to log in with Google.
Yeah, sometimes it asks you to log in with Google. That's another thing I don't like about these. These are kind of private companies that make these interactive whiteboards. It used to be like just Google had a good version of this. It was simpler to use. So remember, you can use any tool that you wish, right? That you're comfortable with. Yeah, as long as it promotes that interactivity and it's accessible to the student. Yeah. Looks like Valeria has finished. So why don't we work with Valeria here, and Valeria tell us. Let's ask her questions about what she's written. So Valeria, I assume that lasagna is your favorite food.
Yes.
Why?
I like pasta because I come from an Italian family.
Ah,
And my favorite pasta is lasagna.
like me. I love pasta as well.
I'm sorry to interrupt. Andrew, at this moment, I'm already in the airplane and I have to go.
That's okay. We've recorded this, so I can share with you later. All right.
Thank you so much. And next times I will be 100% in front of the computer and with all my
Yeah.
focus.
Yeah.
Thank you.
See you
And
next week, and
I'll see you next
coordinate
week.
with your course mates.
Sure, sure. I will. Have everyone a good day.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Okay, let's keep asking Valeria some questions.
Is it techno-capitalism something you don't like? You
Exactly.
don't like? Oh, that makes you angry?
That makes me angry. Exactly. That's
Why?
why. Because I think it's it's like most terrible form of capitalism. It's hyper monopolized and very hierarchical, and very few people have access to the means of production and money. So that's why.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Yes, I share my concerns. Those concerns, yes.
Yeah. And Wicked or Wicked, is it? Wicked.
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 Is it that the last film you saw?
Yeah, I saw it with my daughter.
Right. And is it? Did you like it?
Actually, I did.
Good.
I want to see the second part.
It's got more than one
It's like
part.
I don't know why it stops, like the end of the movie is the beginning of the actual story, so it's strange in that way.
Right. We haven't seen any of them. So
Okay, I recommend it.
All right, good to know. Um, and you must like swimming.
That's my favorite sport, yeah, and I do swim. I like swimming. How about you?
Oh, well, it was my option as well. My choice. My favorite sport.
Do you swim?
I swim. Yet, I used to play football often, but nowadays I had too many injuries,
Oh,
so I had to move to swimming. But I like it. I really like it. It's very calming and kind of meditative.
where do you swim?
In a swimming pool near my house, 25 meters.
I go to the Alberca Olímpica here in Mexico City, and it's amazing. It's
Uh,
50 meters.
Alberca is pileta in Mexican Spanish.
Oh, yeah, you're from Argentina?
Yeah,
Ah, me too.
right.
Yeah, Alberca
But
is pileta.
I was talking to a friend who is Mexican, and she was talking about Alberca for a while, and I didn't understand what she was talking
Alberca
about.
meant.
Yeah, Alberca is pileta.
Good.
Uh, Eman, you still have difficulty writing on here, right?
Yes.
Well, tell me what pieces of information you want to put there, and I will write them on there for you.
Okay. Mm,
Or you could write them in the
okay.
chat, and I will write them.
Okay, I can write here Palestine at the top.
Uh-huh.
And number 3, cooking.
Cooking.
Mm, 2007. The last one. Okay. Pasta.
Okay. So, what do we think those might signify for Eman?
Palestine is where you're from?
Okay, yes, that's my origin.
Your origin. Okay.
But
So,
I was born in Kuwait, not in Palestine. My parents were born in Palestine. Okay, but I didn't visit Palestine anymore.
when did you leave Palestine?
I was born in another country, in Kuwait, not in Palestine. Yes, but we didn't visit it. Yes, because of because of the war reasons and like that.
Is cooking an activity you like, or
Yes,
your favorite activity?
my favorite interest that I
Right.
really feeling enjoyable when I do it every day. So I like cooking so much, and I even try to cook many meals that from different countries. I try to experience a lot of cooking.
What's your best recipe or dish that you cook?
Okay, that is the Arabic meal. That is most favorite. that I try. And as I told you, that I like to try to cook meals from other countries. Yeah.
Pasta is your favorite food?
Yes, I like it so much. I try to do it in different recipes. Yes, and it's really my favorite, and for my children also.
Do you cook ravioli like from scratch?
Yes, of course.
Wow. That's not very common.
And so 2007 is what, the year you got married?
Yes. Yes, I get married in this year.
Cool.
Yes.
So you've been married almost 20 years?
Not 20 years, less than around 18 years. Yeah.
And did you have a wedding at that time? Like
No.
a celebration, or was it something more, something small with your relatives?
Okay, yes. Sometimes, but it's not, it's something visual for us.
Right.
Okay, great, guys.
Good.
We're almost finished for the day. I mean, there are other activities you could do as well. Like, here's an example, like a pronunciation type activity that involves tongue twisters, which can be quite fun. You could dictate or play a recording a couple of times. Students put them in order, the sentence in order to make the sentence correctly, and then you can work on maybe some pronunciation issues, and then get them to repeat the tongue twister. That's an idea. Other tools you could consider using are things like word wall, which is good for puzzles. Let me put that onto the screen here. Yeah, other good ones are word wall and Padlet. Investigate those. Word wall for control practice activities and puzzles. Padlet is good for like getting the students to brainstorm on the board. Okay, we're pretty much done. So any further questions before we finish?
I had a question about sharing. Is there an option to share your computer audio or something like that?
Well,
like,
didn't we do that earlier?
yeah, I think we did.
Yeah. All right, so to do that, you've got to press the share button at the bottom. Right, and then click on what you want to share. So make sure you've got your audio player open. Right, so I always download the MP3s to my computer's hard drive for the best results, and then I click on my iTunes, and then I play directly from there.
Sammy, you missed today. You missed the meeting.
Didn't anyone tell you?
And can you share two things at a time? Like you can share the audio and some of the screen with the questions?
Well, you can if you embed it into the, say, the Google Slides. That's possible. Yeah.
Right. Good.
Yeah. Why not? No problem.
Okay, now about the links that are written in the chat. So This video is recorded, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, now they will not will appear in the chat, yeah?
Well, when I send you the link, there will be a separate document with the chat, so they'll have the links in there. So yeah, the chat is recorded, so all the links will be included in there.
I need to make an account for Google, yeah?
Well,
That will
it looks like you
to
already
the
have
Google.
one. I think you already have one. So from your Google account, so just sign into Google and then so this is what mine looks like, right?
Okay.
There's my Google account, right? And you got these
Okay.
dots at the top, and that's where your apps are. So if you want to go to Google Forms, you just click on the forms.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it's got all my Google Forms ready to use, ready to go. So then I just click on them and I get the link, shorten URL, copy, and then share it through the chat. Yeah, the good thing about Google is it's got all of these tools ready for you to use, like Docs. But the main ones are going to be Docs, Slides there, and Forms. All right. Great. So we all know what we're doing next week. If you have any serious problems, let me know during the week. Send me an email and I'll respond straight away.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good
Bye. See
weekend.
you next week.
Thank you so much.